It began without warning, just a normal day. The sun was shining, people were walking to work, drinking coffee, scrolling their phones. And then something unexplainable happened. Gravity vanished. Not gradually, but instantly, as if a switch had been flipped somewhere in the cosmos. At first, it felt surreal, like a dream. Light objects floated, first napkins, papers, plastic bags. But within seconds, heavier things followed. Chairs, bicycles, people. Confusion turned to awe, and awe quickly turned to panic as entire crowds started to rise. People instinctively reached for the ground, for something thinky to hold on to. Some managed to grab street signs or tree branches. Others weren't so lucky. Within moments, they were drifting over rooftops, helpless, their screams fading into the sky. Inside buildings, it was chaos. Those who were upstairs hit ceilings. Furniture began to hover. Glasses shattered midair. Offices turned into floating mazes of computers, chairs, and confused employees bouncing from wall to wall, searching for footing that no longer existed. Vehicles lost contact with the ground. A bus gently lifted into the air like a balloon. Cars floated, collided midair, and tumbled like toys. Sirens wailed, but had no direction. Roads became slow-motion skies filled with tangled metal and terrified passengers. Pilots in mid-flight watched their instruments glitch. Without gravity, planes no longer behaved like planes. Altitude meant nothing. Jet engines strained, but couldn't control the drift. In the sky, they were just massive floating shells with stunned passengers. Above the clouds, the floating continued. People rose past skyscrapers, past birds, past planes into thinner and colder air. Some screamed, some prayed. Some went silent, staring down at the distant earth, realizing there was no way back unless gravity returned. And then, without warning, gravity returned. Instantly. No fade-in. No transition. Everything began to fall. From 1,000 feet. From 10,000. People. Cars. Entire buildings. Objects accelerated toward the earth like bullets. The 5 minutes were over, and they ended in disaster. The streets turned into graveyards of broken glass, mangled steel, and silence. Where laughter and chaos had filled the air minutes before, now there were sirens, screams, cries. And for many, only the sound of wind whistling through hollow places. The next morning, the world was quiet, terrified, changed. Gravity was back, but something else was gone. Trust. People looked up with fear. Could it happen again? Was this nature's warning? A glitch? Or had we seen behind the curtain of reality itself? Governments responded quickly. Scientists designed gravity tethers, anchor boots, emergency sky shelters. Manuals were printed overnight. Cities began building safe zones underground. Just in case gravity decided to vanish again. Philosophers debated its meaning. Was it punishment for hubris, a cosmic test, or a glimpse of how fragile our laws of physics truly are? For the first time in history, humanity had to admit, gravity was not a guarantee. It was borrowed. Now, every step is sacred. Every jump is cautious. People whisper thanks when they land. Children are taught not only to fear falling, but also to fear floating. The sky, once a symbol of hope, became a reminder that nothing holds us unless something chooses to. If something as fundamental as gravity can disappear, what else might vanish? Time? Memory? The laws we live by? In a world where reality flickers, certainty is the greatest illusion of all.